You are listening to Endless, Nameless.
Hi, I'm Maya Jones, and I used to perform Hannah Montana to my dolls in secret.
Hi, I'm Gabriella.Rigakos, always an angel, never a god.
And this is the Endless Nameless podcast, episode 1.
Possible first episode 1.
Possible first episode 1. We are not 100% sure.
But we're never sure.
Yeah.
So we're not going to decide.
Yeah, we've got like a little set for you guys. If you guys want a set tour, we're set in beautiful King Street. Beautiful is
interesting word to describe
we're
it.
in a nefarious King Street.
Yes,
actually.
nefarious King Street.
We've got these little walls, some plantarinas, little cozy vibe. Mm-hmm. Just want it to feel like you're like trapped in our basement.
Yes.
And like you're like, who are these bitches? Like I want to go home.
Like, I know you're like, I really want to go home. Like I'm trying to call my mom, but they're not letting me. And it's like in like a time where like you only had to call the house phone.
Yeah.
Like you don't have an iPhone.
Sorry, and you're using
interrupting early on to ask if Gabriella can move her mic closer to her face.
Shit. Oh yeah, this is Jacinta, by the way.
Jack, like
our producer,
our content cop.
Yeah, literally, she is content cop.
Yeah, when we were like brainstorming what we're gonna talk about on this podcast as a whole, we had to immediately make a list of things that we're not allowed to talk about.
That was definitely the process,
because it's like there's an alarming things. Not like we talk about bad things, but just like we talk a lot of shit, and like I can't have it go out to the internet.
There's definitely a lot of considerations when we were making this, being like, what are we gonna do? What should we not do?
Exactly.
What we came upon, like, we're gonna do. And what we're not gonna do is we have a solid list.
We have like a giant
try
scroll
not to get
filled with
a scroll. We open it up, we're like,
that's actually how we are. Like at every like function, like you have a trumpet and I have a scroll and we're like, hear ye.
That's why we're doing this right now, because we need the trumpet and scroll like town crier attention.
Yeah, like we can talk, like we could just jump right into it. Like this week has been crazy for me personally. Like it has been the most like up and down, like emotionally and like tiring week, and it's not over. Like it truly is just beginning.
Over. It's only Friday. Like there's a lot to get into.
Basically last weekend, so me
starting with like last week.
So
Friday last week.
Me and Jack is my roommate, one of my best friends. She's our producer. Hey. We had we had a pride party at our place at the same time that our upstairs neighbors were having a pride party, and I sent it to a bunch of people that I go to school with, and I literally said, I'm throwing a pride party and I need it to be Project X levels of insane or else I'll die from lack of attention. And then a bunch of people like reposted it on their stories and like told everybody they knew, and it was crazy. It was
be careful what you wish for, because it kind of like started like I got there like earlier, and then like I was just chatting it up with Jacinta, and then all of a sudden people started coming, and then it didn't stop, and then I forgot what I did the entire time, and then we started interviewing people.
Right.
There's quite a few. I mean, like that's just the beginning of it, but
when we were talking,
I feel like it was a rager accidentally.
It was like pretty accidentally. Like when I told people to come, I was imagining like and trying to like go through my Instagram DMs over like who was asking me for the address and stuff. I was like, okay, so maybe we'll have 30-ish people, something like that. It was not 30 people. Like it was, I can't even estimate. Like I feel like it was well over like 60, I think.
It was like, I don't even know. And it just like kept like going to the point where you're like, how do we get people out of my house?
Yeah.
Like how do we like, because we needed to have a McDonald's like recap.
Yeah. Like,
someone, okay, so then this is what happened.
Yeah.
Somebody turned the gas stove on.
And just left it on.
Yeah, left it on. And then I really do want to cut to the last time when we did a like practice episode of what Maya said.
I'm so scared that like somebody's gonna like turn on the gas stove, or like somebody's gonna like take a shit in our sink, or like somebody's gonna like.
That would be bad, but that'd be really.
It would be really funny.
Like it's actually.
I literally manifested because that was one of my worst fears. I thought that I think I was saying like somebody's gonna take a shit in the sink, somebody's gonna steal something, and somebody's gonna turn on the gas stove.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, nothing has been stolen except for like my alcohol, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's a given.
Like that's expected. No shit in the sink, but somebody was definitely going through our drawers. Like somebody was definitely, because like my like face mask shit was like in the tub.
I went into the washroom and it was like, why? I know shit was in the tub, and I was like, okay.
And then there was a bottle of whiskey in the upstairs cabinet. Like it was so weird. And just like it was such a like it wasn't too bad of a mess, but like the way that the apartment looked after was like in movies.
I know it actually was like it was like a Rodrick Rules ass party.
What I was, like, that's what I said to Jack the next morning. It was like it's just like when they're in Rodrick Rules when the like door and he's like what are we gonna do about the DORE the door.
No, actually it was like that, and I remember when I like walked through the kitchen, my drunk ass was like, it smells like gas. And then someone's like 5 seconds later, it's like, oh my god, the stove is on.
Was it the stove or the oven?
No, it was the what is the stove a difference? Like
the stove is like the top part of it, and the oven is the inside.
I don't know because both of yours are knobs. Like they have the weirdest appliances in their house.
We have the craziest 1960s appliances in all of the
and
house.
the knobs are right at hip level for all the drunk people to lean on.
Oh yeah,
and it was like it was like really good. And I think really just like at the end of it, we're kind of sitting there being like, that was
crazy.
That was So.
And yeah, we had a Butch versus Twink cigarette race.
Yes, maybe some people have seen that.
Yeah, to some it might be familiar, but that's like that's an awesome thing to do at a party. I've never seen anybody else do something like that, and like I think that we need to make like having like races of some kind.
Yeah, doing like kid ass activities with like an adult twist on it. Like I want to go to the water park.
We have to go to a water park.
We were actually talking about like 5 minutes before, well more than that, but about like how I actually have an insatiable need to go to the fucking water park and run around barefoot on concrete, dripping wet.
Oh god, like, we need to go to a water park and then eat sandwiches with Doritos after.
Yes, and on like something about like that chlorine is like
white Wonder Bread, like
like actually red 40s like fucking in the Doritos, eating in the sandwich. God. Like that's summer plans. We got so much summer plans.
Oh my god, yeah.
And we hope to take you with us because
it's gonna be a wild ride. Guys.
We shouldn't even say it. It should just be a surprise because we're
big things coming
and only in the GTA because we don't have money to go anywhere else.
We can't. Please, if anyone in Toronto has a car and that they want to hang out with us.
Oh yes,
please.
Yes, please.
We also like this week has just been like insane. I've been like going through like a lot of like mentally like shit. Like I'm just like mad like for the most part.
I'm a little like mad too. Like I'm walking around and I have like a huff and a puff.
Yeah.
Like I'm like not.
No, exactly. Like it's like maybe I'll talk about it more in detail one day, but it's just like I've been disappointed a lot of times by a lot of people this past week, and it's really like making me upset. But then at the same time I'm like, I'm just gonna distract myself. Like I'm gonna like throw myself into work. I'm just gonna like go out with people like every night. Not that I'm like trying to be like, oh, I'm so okay, like I need to like party it out, and like it's not like that. Like it's truly just I'm so mad and I don't want to just sit in my room upset about something that like actually has no right to like be taking over my life. So I'm just gonna hang out. And
it's not a sit in your room situation.
No, it's really not. Like it's
not.
So yeah, just like we went to Taylor Swift drag night on Monday night.
Get a load of this like marathon here. Yeah. Monday Taylor Swift drag night. Tuesday last minute Stevie Nicks tickets.
Crazy.
That unfortunately you were not able to come to.
I was working.
But it was crazy. And then Wednesday, boygenius. I don't even know like how much I really do want to say about this but all I will say is that it was genuinely a life-changing experience.
It was awesome.
Like it was like, see that? I got a fucking bracelet from it.
I
I
still
don't
got
know.
my pit band on. My bracelet says cool about it.
No, she's not letting
Shut
that
up.
shit go. It's gonna disintegrate
I
off
want
her
it to be like a
wrist.
gross little like mound of something. Like I'm gonna wear that in the shower.
Actually, like.
But like when we went to the drag night, after we were like one of the last people to leave because we waited until like they fully ended, and there was like some guy outside of Cruise and Tangos, which is like in the gay village of Toronto, and there was this guy, and he was like literally looked like the manager in Big Time Rush.
No, he
like
did.
he was
did.
yeah, he had like sag pants and like a crazy
And he
like,
had like a neon yellow puffer jacket.
yeah, like he
on.
just walked out of like 2007. Like
know.
it was really crazy. And he was talking to us. He's like, "Yo, you guys are looking for the afters?"
And we weren't looking
we
for
were
the
not.
afters.
Like,
we
I
were
was-
looking for an afters Papa John's that was fucking open, but no Papa John's
Why
are
is
open in the
Papa
city.
John's not open
No.
that late?
No, actually, why are pizza stores not open late in the city?
That's
It's
so
only
weird.
McDonald's or A&W, and A&W, it gets to a point.
It does. Like A&W, you can either be in the best mood for it, or you can be like, if this is the only thing.
No,
like-
exactly. So the Papa John's was closed. We were devastated. We still have not gotten that stuffed crust cheese extravaganza.
we need to like get it tonight or something.
yeah, but,
like
it's actually like
I've been
this
thinking about that for so long.
No, it gets to the point where you think about a certain food for like a week, and
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't matter money or anything else. You just
Yeah.
need to get it
No,
because it's not. And that's what we
100%.
were on, and we were like so like hungry and desperate. And this guy comes up to us talking about his app. I don't know if we should say the name of it. I don't want to say the name of it, but it was. It wasn't that weird of a name, but he pitched it to us, and he was like, "It's like super cool. It's not ghetto. It's like or gangster, any of that shit." Which I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
And then he was like, it's the place for like hipsters. Like it's very
And
like,
it's like-
artsy or something like that. And then he was like, he said it was Dundas and Spadina, which is crazy because like Dundas and Spadina, like at past 2 a.m., like you're getting murdered there.
No,
like,
actually.
where is it? Like in the underground of the Dragon City Mall?
And
like,
we looked it up. Like we tried to find it.
You cannot find it.
It
It's
actually okay.
in
And
the back
afters like
rooms.
in Dragon City Mall, like
Crazy.
Liminal Grange would be
Ooh,
insane.
that could be
like,
kinda cool.
Yeah, we're working on it. Actually.
And then he offered us drugs for free.
yeah, he's like, if I can hook you guys up. This is what he said. There's 4 pool tables and a band that's super cool and not like lame or anything. Like he literally said that to us, but I feel like he looked at us. He's like, okay, like hipsters, like fucking like art, like we.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, that's how I'm gonna pitch it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, but he wasn't. I do want to say his name, but
I
like,
think we should.
I really do. Okay.
Okay.
His name was Pizza. He delivers everything.
He said, "My name is Pizza. I deliver everything."
Like,
that's
what?
crazy.
That's literally the crazy. I don't think you could track a motherfucker down by the name Pizza.
No.
Yeah, and whatever. It also, it's like he knew we wanted pizza because why was he saying that?
Yeah, he literally was like, "I know that they want it."
No,
Like,
so yeah. If Pizza, if you're watching this, I don't think you are.
Yeah.
But like, you're cool. Like, I have nothing against Pizza, honestly.
Yeah.
And then a similar thing happened after Boygenius, where we were
Right.
like,
I went home because I was so tired.
there was 2 different levels. Like half the people at Boygenius were like, it's so over, and then the other half, being me and Jacinta, were like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah.
So then we were just like running around, and then we ended up going to like, I don't even know if I want to. I like. Do I say shit? Do I not say shit? I don't know.
I feel like it's pretty well known, so it's
okay,
okay.
yeah.
We're only gatekeeping the bars that we like to go to.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say. We went to Sneaky D's, and 2 people came up to us with the most mischievous pitches to be like coming back there, and like some guy gave us like a soggy, wet drink ticket. He's like, if you come back here, like it'll be.
And it's like a ticket that you get for like the carnival,
I
like
know.
those like ride
and
tickets.
it's been used multiple times. It's like bent and limp, and I'm just like,
Ew.
was that a joke? Like that's a funny joke because if I went up there and I was like feeling myself, I'm like, I have a drink ticket for Sneaky D's, and they're just
Yeah.
like, no, what the fuck is this? I would kill myself.
No,
Like,
exactly.
he's kind of funny for that.
It
if
is
that's
kind of funny.
If it's a bit, then I will
Yeah.
accept it. So, but like.
I don't know. Like, do they really like? Are the clubs in Toronto just really struggling to get like pretty artsy girls into the scene?
I will literally
Sneaky-
tell you, step 1, play the Strokes.
Yeah.
There actually isn't any step 2.
No,
Like,
exactly. That's the thing is like I was telling Jack about this is like Sneaky D's used to be like the spot for like indie sleaze, but now they just do like 90s night, they do like hip hop and like 2010s night. They do like basically everything except like an indie sleaze night.
Yeah,
which is really weird.
And you need to be doing that more often.
Stick to your
because
branding.
I want it.
Stick to your iconography.
Bitches don't know how to indie sleaze anymore.
No,
Sorry.
exactly. It's
like
unfair.
it's getting tiring.
Like if we can pull off a House of Hater thing, like how it was, all we need to do is just get better speakers, and we could throw our own.
Yeah. Sometimes we have to
indie
take
sleaze
matters
night.
into our own hands.
Yeah.
That's why we do everything.
This is why we're doing this.
I know.
Are you gonna explain House of Hater, or is that doxing us too much?
The House of Hater is our apartment, and we have a like that's just the name of our apartment.
It's
like
House of Hater.
Yeah, like we love Bill Hader. He lives with us. He's our third roommate. That's like
he replaced me because I could not live in your house.
because you like have to get over your allergy.
Yeah, I
like,
have to make a personal decision to grow up out of my dog allergy.
Yeah,
but
if I can beat my yeast allergy, you can beat your dog allergy.
You beat your yeast allergy?
Yeah, like my entire life since I was like 4, I was allergic to yeast, and I like could not eat any bread or anything like that. And then it was last summer I found out that I was not allergic to it, just because I started ate pizza and I didn't die. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm
last
done.
summer only.
Yeah, literally.
So you've been like having. What have you been having? You have never had pizza?
I'd never had pizza until like last August.
You're fucking kidding.
No, I'm so
You're
serious.
Literally lying.
No, like maybe once when I was like 4 to like figure out if I was allergic. Yeah, that's what it was. I figured out that I was allergic because I ate pizza when I was 4 and I had a crazy allergic reaction, and then like never had it again until August.
I met one person who doesn't like pizza, and they're like the worst person I ever met.
It's not that I didn't like it. It's
no, I know. I'm not saying that for you. I'm just saying
yeah.
that like pizza's like such like a.
It's such a universal thing. Like I really don't know how I lived until
you just like sucked the cheese off it.
I actually did. Like if people would get pizza, I would like actually just peel off the cheese and toppings and eat it.
That you would do that,
like,
and it's also because I would also do that.
Yeah, like what else am I supposed to do? It's so I don't know how I did it for so long because
bless
now
your heart.
whenever we want food, like all I want is like a burger or pizza, and like I don't know what I was doing before. Just suffering and eating fries.
That's
like
crazy.
it's so weird. The boygenius concert though, like I think we need to get into that. First of all, like I know that they were looking at me. Yes, we were in the pit, like the general admission pit, and it was fairly small.
It's a very small pit.
But it was really packed. Like I was expecting that we would be at that like still kind of close to the back, and there would be room for us to like gallop and
because that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah, and like I wanted to be like laying on the floor and like, but it was really packed. Like there were still people behind us, like people pressing up against like the fence at the back. Like
it was like I was looking at the amount of people and I'm like, this is not right.
I got all my screaming out. I didn't cry. This is the first time that we went to a concert in I think like a year and a half that I haven't cried at a concert.
Wow.
Which is wild because I have every reason to cry at the boygenius concert.
No, I know. That's
I got
crazy.
Close. I got very close.
No, I don't usually cry at concerts, but I was getting pretty moved by like, not even like a specific song. I just like the beauty of like the existence of that this is happening.
I know, like the visuals were so good. When I went to the Phoebe concert last year, I like legitimately got the same feeling as being at church during worship.
That's what I had this time.
Like
I have to say.
Yeah, and I was feeling that the same time. Like I think there were several times where I was like putting my hands up like
no,
this.
I was like going like I was
it was like
pick me up and turn me around. That's literally when I saw Julian.
Yeah, that's actually it.
Oh my god,
we were like feral. Like I think you were right behind me when they came on stage, and like you had the most blood curdling scream I've ever heard.
I'm good at that.
Yeah,
I could shatter eardrums.
Yeah.
Like I was actually focused on not passing out because I saw the distance and how real that they looked. People looked on stage, and I'm just like, okay, like I was like breathing, like drinking water, like grounding myself because if I didn't do any of that, I would have fully passed out when they came on stage. Because when Lady Gaga came on stage at the Rogers Center, and I was like way in the back, like I almost started passing out, and my brother was like. So I was like, no, we need to like keep this in hand because like whatever. But it was like I think like everyone on Earth I knew was there probably too.
Yeah, it was
and
everybody.
Sarah Polly was there as well, and we don't talk. And Bo Burnham was there, so it was really the squad meetup. Like,
no, exactly.
It was like actually insane.
Our good old pal Bo was there.
Yeah, we were definitely on Bo watch, but we did not get that.
Yeah, I just like received anonymous texts that he was there.
Anonymous is like the number, like not a saved thing. It's just like Bo is here.
This message will destruct in 5 seconds. Bo Burnham is backstage.
They don't want to divulge that information to us because
they and you should be scared.
No, really,
you should be scared.
I don't know. It was actually one of those concerts, and they said that too, where I felt like it was like a moment in time.
It was yeah, they were even on stage saying like this is like the best show of the tour, which maybe they do say at every show, but there was like something
there.
It was awesome. Like
it was because I was there.
Yeah, exactly.
They just like knew.
Yeah.
And
we started a mosh pit.
Oh yeah, we did. We opened up the pit during Not Strong Enough, which is like something that I feel like I want people to do that more.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking on it, like I was confused at the time. I was like, why is no one like, I couldn't get it that wide.
Me
like
neither.
I got people to push, but it wasn't that wide. And some people were like stopping. And I'm like, oh, I guess this is like an emotional song to people. And they want to like stand and cry. But like, why don't you want to mosh to it?
I don't know. It's really annoying. Like I just get so annoyed whenever concerts happen. And then the next, like, and I'm at them. And then the next day I go on TikTok and there's like half the people complaining about like, we need to talk about concert culture. Stop having fun.
No, and it's like, first of all, you're 16 and your brain chemistry got fucked up during COVID.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry to tell you.
No,
because
exactly.
I went to concerts before COVID. You probably didn't.
Yeah.
And I've been to a lot worse. There's a shift in concerts, and I don't know if it's specifically in Toronto. Like, we have a lot to say about specifically in Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, the Toronto curse is real.
It is real with concerts. But like, I don't know. Like, I've had a lot of annoying, like, moments at concerts lately because I feel like people are just like getting off COVID brain. Yeah. So I don't know what that's about, but like
I know it's just like people are really like judgmental about it. Like the video in particular that I saw was just this person being like, this isn't normal. We need to talk about concert culture. And it's a video of like them filming We Are in Love. And there's a person like behind them or something just screaming along to it. And it's like, I would do the fucking same thing. Like
if it hurts your ears, you have to wear earplugs. Yeah. I'm just like, have you ever been to like a One Direction or Justin Bieber concert like in 2014 or 2013? Like it was you can't hear. It was kind of like Harry Styles last year where you actually cannot hear them because the pitch of screaming of little girls is so loud that it peaks your ears.
That was so. Did you ever see One Direction?
I never saw One Direction. I saw Justin Bieber 2 times.
Oh, okay. I saw One Direction once. I didn't see Justin Bieber, but like I like that was like one of the best experiences. No, it's
I feel like you just have to have that experience.
Yeah, it was so pivotal for me. It was like I think it was summer 2014 too.
I don't specifically remember. All I remember is the next day my mom actually had a migraine.
Oh.
Like when she's like, I'm never doing that again. And my dad had to take me to concerts after that. But it was mostly chill after that. And like he took me to like the neighborhood after that.
Oh, that's
so it was
awesome.
like fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that was definitely like we've been having concerts like one after another lately, and we have a break now. We can prepare, we can sit down and
But it's Pride weekend.
Okay, yeah.
It's Friday of Pride weekend.
No,
like
and
tonight, like I don't know what's going down tonight. I don't really know what's happening tomorrow. I assume Sunday.
But it's just something is gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. My like liver's gonna be in shambles. Like I'm probably gonna get some sort of injury. Last Pride, I like walked out of it with like the craziest bruises and cuts all over my legs because I like fell like the middle of Church Street and like almost took down, you know, those like hand washing stations by the porta potties. Yeah. I like fell onto that.
That's like, actually lit.
It like flew across the parking lot. It was.
If I was there, I would laugh really hard.
Oh, I was like cracking up. I was with some random person too. I don't even remember like what the circumstance was. I just ended up there.
My neck already hurts from literally.
No, exactly. Well, I was really high the other night and I wrote a paragraph that I have been waiting to say. Okay. The Barbie movie is genuinely going to stand for something greater. It's going to be adversely influenced by compulsive feminist rhetorical questions regarding the meaning of life. Why am I a woman here? Why are women here? Are women God? Maisel was so right when she asked, are women more important than God? It's simple. It's provocative as well as it should be celebrated. She's everything. He's just Ken.
Oh my god.
And that's the start
but
of
that's
my
like
essay.
actually how I feel about it.
Yeah,
like
no,
we're a month out from it right now.
Yeah.
We'll do the Barbie-sode for sure.
Oh,
but like
100%.
it really, like, I see it, I'm like, this stands for something greater.
Yeah.
Like I agree with you 100%.
I think it's crazy because it's like it's so existentialist as well as it is about women, and that's just like exactly what I need. Because
do you guys ever think about dying?
Yeah, that was literally us at Boygenius.
That was actually us at Boygenius.
Like we were just like gallivanting around after the concert ended. Like,
yeah.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you? Mm-mm. Okay, so there was a guy like busking outside after the concert, and he was singing The Weeknd, and like they're right across from where we were standing, and right when he was singing The Weeknd, there was some guy who like was like walking his dog or something, and he stopped to just like have a little twerk. Like,
and that was it because we were there live.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
and
that.
we were like, I forget what we were doing. I think we were just like taking pictures or something. But there was fully a man who just stops and starts twerking, and then he just gets back up and starts going again.
It doesn't surprise me. I just wish I saw it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That truly is the meaning of this city.
No, it's so good.
Yeah, I guess that's our city is eating itself. For today. It was Boygenius Toronto, Pride events, Pride schemes.
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes. I'm just like going in like, and I'm gonna improv it this weekend.
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna see where it goes.
No, me too. I just like, I know that I want to. I always get this feeling at Pride though, where I'm like, I know I need to go out and do things, and I feel like I want to, but I also don't want to because I know it's going to be so insane.
No, it's gonna, yeah.
And there's something about like this time of year where I just get like the craziest exhaustion ever.
No, yeah.
Like I don't know.
Because I've had enough. It's been 6 months. We can go to the next year.
Yeah.
Like, you get halfway through and you're like,
no,
bruh.
exactly. It's so like.
But we got to keep going because we got to continue this.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get to a point where we get posted on 6buzz and we get crazy rhetoric and hate spread about us.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's always been my dream.
I know. I want to have a scandal.
I specifically want to be on 6buzz.
Yeah.
So
I think that I think we're pretty close to getting on 6buzz.
No, and then it'll be like WRL, should these girls live? I really want to see
these girls live.
I really want to see it.
Then we have to do like something that causes some sort of public incident.
We need to have our Hassan Piker moment.
Oh God.
This is why my mom didn't want me to do this. She's like, could you not get sued, please?
No, that's actually
I had a serious conversation with my parents about not getting sued on this thing.
No, I had to have that too because there are so many stories that like I want to talk about, and because of my parents having like the ties that they do to like specific like people and like media, that makes it sound like they like are in like some shit.
They're in the Illuminati.
Yeah. My parents are in the Illuminati.
Right.
And so, like, I don't know. I just, like, there are some stories where I was like, okay, but can I tell this? Can I tell this? And they were like, no.
Legally, no.
Literally.
There's a lot of stuff about my high school that could make a few people liable.
Oh, yeah. Mine, too. Because,
but
like,
we'll do something
the
with that.
stories about my high school, I want to name names so bad.
No,
because
me too,
I think
it's like, why do I care?
Yeah. Because it's like there are genuinely bad things that happened. And I think that I should say their names.
Yeah, I know.
But who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's definitely on my 5-year plan.
No, exactly.
To
have some sort of controversy. Is that before or after your age gap controversial relationship?
I don't know. It's probably like during that like double scandal.
You start dating your lawyer.
Yeah. I'm just that's great. Well, like 5-year plan is already on the way.
Yeah, like it's in motion. Like it's like, which is like the best thing for like we've been talking about this, how like both of us like we watched Black Swan recently.
Yeah.
And like had a deep conversation about how just like the integral need to perform and be the star has always been there.
Yeah, that's what
which is like why we're doing this.
Born to be a pop star, forced to be a podcaster. That's what it is.
Yeah,
me and you watched it and we're just like that's it.
Yeah.
And then Jacinta was like, I need like several hours to have a break. Like this is giving me a panic attack. And they're like, this is just what I feel.
No,
like
I
actually
need to be the perfect little jester. Like I need to do so good. I need to be the star.
No, actually.
Yeah. It just like it's been like that since the Hannah Montana thing. It's been like that since like Camp Rock.
It's been like that since like when I play American Idol karaoke and I would like dress up as like different pop stars and like do different like legs of the tour.
Oh yeah. Playing tour in your bedroom is an experience that is unmatched.
Yeah,
I still be doing that.
I still be doing that.
Yeah,
literally.
That's us when we go to do like live band karaoke.
Yeah. Coming soon. We'll do podcasts at karaoke.
God.
No, actually.
Every like thing that we do, like when it comes to like the interviews and stuff, like I can tell there's like such a blend of like, oh, this is awesome, and then there's half of the people who are like, what are you doing? Like,
what the fuck
like what are you like? There are some people who get like mad about it too, and
about like us interviewing or just like doing this.
But no, about interviewing.
About
people.
interviewing?
Yeah.
Interviewing
for those,
people. Yes.
For those like unfamiliar what we're talking about, we have this like continuous bit where every party we go to, we end up interviewing the people and like filming it.
To welcoming parties.
Yeah.
Because some people eat it up and they love it and they enjoy it, and we're really glad you enjoy it because we enjoy it too.
Exactly. It's really fun. Like, and I feel like it's an easy way for me to talk to people.
Exactly. Our questions really do get to the deepness.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll incorporate that somehow.
Yeah. Somehow when we're talking about, I mean, we could just include it into this episode.
No, we could.
Some of the bits that we were talking about
from the Pride Party.
Yeah, from the Pride Party because we
got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, my favorite part is when Juno starts talking about how they like pointed at a river as a little baby and being like, "That's the river I died in." Like, that's crazy.
There's a lot of hits.
Yeah,
talking about Spider Punk.
Oh yeah,
that was I remember too.
Yeah,
I think we have to shut up now though. Is it? Okay, we got more time to talk.
Okay, we got a little bit more time.
We got a little bit more time. I mean, I think that's like the gist of the week. Like,
yeah, that's kind of just everything. Like everything is happening all at once, and I'm like
everything everywhere all at once.
Everything everywhere all at once.
I single-handedly contributed to the Oscar winning of that movie.
Yeah,
and because I worked at Cineplex in Mississauga at the time, and every person who would come in, and there would be people who would come in because everyone's like, no one comes in and asks what movie to watch. And they do. Yeah. I say everything everywhere all at once. Real. And then all of my friends went to watch it. And I was like, I probably sold 20 tickets.
As you should.
I single-handedly contributed to 20 tickets. But I was hyping it up, and then it won, and I was like, so I won.
No, literally, you were doing their PR.
I was actually doing their PR. Yeah. Because I was just like, I told everyone in this room to watch it as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And we did. Do you want to get into media?
We should get into media. That's it.
I can go for. I watched the Duggar family documentary.
Bro, me too.
Oh my god, dude, it's crazy.
No, it's actually, and why did I know? I'm like, yeah, I knew, but I was watching this and I was just like.
No, because I remember I was a TLC kid.
Like, no, I was raised on Duggars.
TLC.
I really was.
Like, and I remember watching 19 Kids and Counting, and then being really confused because like my family was religious, and they would talk about God, and I'd be like, they're talking about God, but not in the same way that we talk about God. Like, what is going on?
No, and they're just like their house that was like made for them. It's like it looks so weird. It just like it was always weird, but then I was also like, yeah, like they're cool. Like I want to like they're like I like looked up to them religiously, but like we were not on the same page. Yeah. We were not on the same page, especially with the whole fact that they're like in a different like
they're
cult.
in like a cult.
Yeah, basically. I didn't really know that. I'm like, oh, they're. Meanwhile, I'm going to like Greek Orthodox church. I'm like completely separate like lineages of Christianity.
We were going to like the like Pentecostal like.
It was not the same thing. I don't know what mine is like lately. I mean. Salt in the Wound, like when I heard that live, there was a new layer unlocked for me. So I'll say Salt in the Wound is definitely my song of the week.
I think I would say, I'm going to say 7-4 Shoreline by Broken Social Scene because they were the openers for the concert. And I was like having the time of my life. Just like, that was like the point where I like the most like adrenaline kicked in for me.
Oh my God.
And then like they were all on stage and there was just like, there's like it's like all like fairly like young like millennial dudes, but then there was one old guy just going crazy on like a guitar or something, and I was like, that old guy's awesome.
I'm dead.
It was I really liked them live.
They were good.
Yeah,
we were having a Seinfeld ass. I don't have any more media, by the way.
Yeah,
we were having a Seinfeld time while you were there. Yeah, me and Jacinta were trying to find a singular piece of food, something to drink, in a band tee, and we almost got none of those
Yeah.
things. So
You got the drink.
yeah, we got the drink. It was okay.
Yeah.
But whoever bought the last tank top at the boygenius merch line, like, your mom's a hoe.
Whoever decided to not have the monster truck tee, then
Yeah. That too.
big ol' loser.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take their lunch money.
Bring back bullying.
Bring back 90s level bullying.
Yeah. Bring back swirlies.
Pipsqueak. Gonna give you a noogie.
Guys, we're anti-bullying.
Yeah.
Wait, one more thing before we go. I have to say this one more thing about bullying. I was the head of the anti-bullying committee in 7th grade, and one time I did say that some people deserve to get bullied. I feel like we could leave it at that.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
You are listening to Endless, Nameless.